Hello, beautiful people, future me. Welcome to another programming workout of mine. 5 minutes of typing and 25 minutes of spraying is what we do today. So let's get into it. So I can manage to do it before midnight strikes in. Kinda did not do that today, so let's go. Okay, start the timer. Seven. It could be better. But we will keep at it and do everything we can. Okay. And now we will go to uh, where it was. I don't know. Let's see then. But I will start the timer in here. Close, and it is on tutorials point. Okay, and next thing is bean definition construct arc. Okay. I was reading that in a table. So let's see. Let's see. And it was bean definition. That's the place we continue in. Is constructor arc. Constructor arc, okay. So constructor arc is used to check the dependencies. I will be discussed it in subsequent chapters. What is that? That's the metadata. Class name or ID. That already. What the hell is that? Okay, yeah. So I want you to go to the right side. Thank you very much. Properties. Subsequent auto wiring, subsequent chapters. What the hell? Go back. I'm very unsatisfied with this advertisement. Bad advertisement. Okay. This. Come on. Header. Yeah, this one. Display. None. And bye. You stupid thing. Okay. Auto wiring mode. This is used to inject the dependencies that will be discussed in subsequent. Lazy initialization mode. Lazy initialized bean tells the IOC container to create a bean instance when it's first requested, rather than at the startup. Initialization method. Callback to be called just after all necessary properties on the bean have been set by the container. It will be discussed in the bean lifecycle and destruction method. Callback when it's destroyed, and also it will be okay. So Spring configuration metadata. Spring IOC container is totally decoupled from the format in which this configuration metadata is actually written. Following are three important methods to provide configuration metadata to Spring container. XML-based configuration file. Three methods to provide configuration metadata. Okay, so we have an XML configuration file, annotation-based configuration, and Java-based configuration. Okay. You already have seen how XML-based configuration metadata is provided to the container, but let us see another example. Another example of XML-based configuration file. with different bean definitions, including lazy initialization method, and destruction method. Okay, let's go, baby. So we have a B XML version. Okay, then beans, that's the main tag inside of element or whatever. Inside everything is. This is the generated thing, which I don't have to worry about. I think IntelliJ will do it for me. Simple bean definition, ID and class. Okay, collaborators and configuration for this bean goes here. Okay. A bean definition with lazy init set on. So lazy init, that will be true or false. Okay. With initialization method, init methods, and we will say the name of the method, I suppose. And then we have a destroy method. And me gets okay. So I can dig it. And what else? You can check Spring Hello World example to understand how to define, configure, create Spring. What is that? Dun, dun. Well, we just did that, right? And here, and that will be here in beans. Yeah, we have those things in here. Okay. Okay, so we are done with this section. We go to the MD file and we will say not here. Da, 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 da. Now code, yeah, now I do commit. And here we'll say Bay definition, and here I say completed. And I will do commit. And we can continue in the thing. So we go M, and that's bean scopes. Bean scopes. Finally, okay, header, that's that, and we'll say display none. Bye. When defining bean, you have the option of declaring a scope for that bean. For example, to force Spring to produce a new bean instance each time one is needed. You should declare the bean scope attribute to be prototype. Okay. Similarly, if you want Spring to return the same bean instance each time needed, you should declare bean scope attribute to be singleton. Oh, so you don't have to create it manually. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So the Spring Framework supports the following 5 scopes, 3 of which are available only if you use web-aware application context. So three of them. Okay. So singleton, prototype, request, session, and global session. So I think those will be for the web. Singleton. Okay, so that makes singleton prototype to have any number of object instances. So it is either or. Is there like default? If I don't say anything, what it will be? It will be nothing of those, or it will be one of those. Then we have a request session and global session. Request, this scopes a bean definition to an HTTP request, only valid in the context of a web-aware Spring application context. Session. This scopes a bean definition to an HTTP session, only valid in the context of web-aware Spring application context. Okay. And a global session to a global HTTP session, only valid. I still don't know what it means. Maybe I will know later. In this chapter, we will discuss about the first two scopes, and the remaining three will be discussed when we discuss about web-aware Spring application context. The singleton scope. Scope set at singleton, the IOC container creates exactly one instance of the object defined by that bean definition. This single instance is stored in a cache of such singleton beans, and all subsequent requests and references for that named bean return the cached object. The default scope is always a singleton. However, when you need one and only one instance of bean, you can set the scope property to singleton in the bean configuration file as shown in the following code snippet. Why should I have to do it if the default scope is always singleton? If I don't say anything, it will be singleton, right? But I can say weird. Example. Let us have a working Eclipse IDE in place and take following steps to create Spring application. Create this project with name Spring Example and create a package to const tutorials point under the source folder. Create add required Spring libraries using add external channels option, explain it in there. Create Java classes hello world and main app under the const tutorial package. Create beans configuration file XML under the source folder. The final step is to create the content of all the Java files and bean configuration file and run the application as explained below. Here's content. Okay, so hello, maybe I can create that that project. Alright, just to try it. Or just to exercise it again, I think. I think I can do it. Okay, so and that will be called. Okay, so here's the Spring example. Okay, so we will create that guy. In that case, I need to store those nodes somewhere else than here. Okay. Good old Emacs it is. Where's my Emacs? Here. Learning. Okay. And no, not teaching, but well, I completed one, so I can mark it as completed. Done. Oh crap. I need to remake the how to do done. Ah, okay. Okay, done. Then we hmm. That is insert. Okay, go back. Go here. And we have a spring. Okay, so here will be tutorials.com. That is spring. Spring. Then we will put a link, HTTP, yeah, and we will have the link. It will go from here. Steal this. And here we will say, I'll call you, come on. Paste this link, description. That will be tutorial points, spring tutorials.com, spring tutorial. Here we go. And we will have a note, and this will say next thing to do. Notes. Okay, I will have a look E here. Notes. So next thing to do, and here we'll copy this, paste it here, and here we will do it differently. So we will say this. How was it? This, yeah. Okay. And I need to redo my Emacs completely. That will take some time too. I'm not sure if I want to do it. Well, anyway, let's save that. Yep. This one takes forever as well. Maggot, why? It should be quick. It's not, well, what you can do. So we'll stage. Comment. That's not how I imagine a quick thing will be done. Move it. Spring nodes from projects here. Okay. Comment we can push when we are at it as well. And origin. Okay. We can continue, I believe. So here I'll do new project. What is the project group in there? Maybe I want to find tomorrow. So this will be Spring, and we will just say Spring. That will be it. 5.2.3 release, and oh, wish I knew what I need. Libraries, use library, create, and we can say, what is that? JetBrains, okay, app data, not here at all. It will be in the C def. Here we will say Spring framework. Yeah, this one. And this guy. We will try to add all of them. Okay. Sliver Spring. Next. Excuse me. I apologize very much. Hold on a second. Okay, 2 minutes left. Okay, so the project now will be, they said it should be, where is it? Spring example. Okay. Spring example. Finish. And let's create it in a new window. Okay, and we will create stuff. And if I try to do it in memory, how it will go. So there's Spring. Okay, and I want in source, and there will be a package. Create this way. Package, yeah, and we Reals point. Yep. And here I will create the thing. So first there will be hello world class, Java class, world, yeah, that will have just a message, I think. What happened? Nothing. It's indexing. Oh, okay, cool. Then we will have a main app, I believe, and then the bean version. So we'll do class, and this will be main app. Sure, and then in here. We have that, and we are out of the time. That means we are done. Time is better than perfect, and I will see you next time. Bye.